Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Richard from GenkiEnglish.com. Today I'm going to show you the basic Genki English 45-minute lesson plan. So we start off with warm-up and review. Takes 5 minutes. Number 2 is using the songs. So the Genki English system uses the songs as the main real focus point. They make it so much easier. So you do the song 15 to 20 minutes to learn the new English. And then we practice that English using a game for another 15 or 20 minutes. Dead easy. Okay, here's how we do it. So number 1, warm up and review. So basic things, stand up, sit down, hands up, hands down, blah blah blah. You give a command, the kids repeat it, and stand up and sit down and do the actions. And then one of the most important things is you review all the questions you've taught in previous lessons. So the Genki English lessons are mainly about questions, because that's what kids like to ask. So you just ask the kids, you just ask them, what's your name? Get them to reply back. How are you? Get them to reply back. If you can give them a gesture like this, a make pairs gesture, that means when you've taught them once, you say, what's your name? And they answer, then you go, boom, and then they turn to their partner and say, what's your name? My name's blah, blah, blah. What's your name? Blah, 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 boom, back to the front. So that little gesture there gets them practicing groups of 2, and it means you can whiz through a load of questions in a really short amount of time, which is really cool. And then the main review comes from doing the song from the previous lesson in this week's lesson. So the song is basically, it's the encapsulation, it's the main little bit of the lesson, just in 3 minutes, shrunk up in the core of it. So in 3 minutes you can review the whole previous lesson. And that's really important. Because a lot of methods and a lot of systems, you do 1 week you do fruits and then you do numbers and there's no link between them. But in Genki English, we want you to do 1 lesson and build on it in the next, and build and build and build and build and build and build, so the kids get really, really good. So you do that by reviewing the song from the previous lesson. Ideally, you'd review all the songs in your lesson, but I don't think any of us have enough time from that, so you just do the previous song. Gets kids excited, it makes them remember the English from last time, so they go, oh yeah, that's cool, and then they're ready for something new. So, we've got the new English with the new song for this week's lesson. So start off with introducing the new phrases. You can either do this in several ways. You can put the kids on the computer games and do it that way, or the more traditional way is you just whack up the Genki English software here onto a TV or a projector, hit the buttons on the keyboard, flashcards come up, you can hear the sounds, the kids repeat it, blah, 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 do this and stuff like that. If you're old school, you just print out the PDF flashcards and you can use the flashcards to teach the new words. But obviously if you can connect it to a TV, it's just dead easy to do. It makes so much difference for the kids. The next thing is the meanings. So you've got to explain, or even better, ask the kids what the words mean. So for example, if you're doing like dogs, cats, bananas, apples, it's pretty obvious what they mean. But when you come to do things like, you are, I think, it's really important the kids actually grasp what you're actually trying to teach and what they actually mean. So rather than just lecturing them and saying, this means this, ask them in their language, say, これどんな意味でしょうか? And get them to think about it, What do you think this means? And get them to think about what it could possibly mean, which, as you know, is a vital skill when you're learning a foreign language. And then we've got the gestures. So the gestures are important for the kinesthetic, or the kids who learn using their body language and stuff. If you're not into gestures and stuff, just ask the kids. They'll make their own gestures up, and they'll go crazy, and you'll have a great time laughing about it. But if it's their own gesture, they'll remember it a lot easier. So it makes it a lot easier to remember the English. Because it's their thing, they've made it up. Then we do the song, so you need to do the song a cappella first, without using the music, a cappella. So that we use the mini lessons on the software, hit the mini lesson button and I'll teach the kids the song. And then finally the main thing, the big music. You crank up the volume, play the song. If you've got it on a TV, you've got all the animations and stuff there from the CDs or download pack, and the kids love it and they go crazy. And it's like the Matrix, when he plugs the thing in his neck and goes, I learned Kung Fu. With these songs, it's boom, I've learned English. Oh, you've learned that particular phrase, that target English for today's lesson. That's why it makes them really good. So then, ready for the next stage, which is practice with the game. So with the song, they learn the English, it gets stuck in the head, but it's in a set order, and so what they need to do in the game now is how to chop it up and actually communicate with each other with it. So in the games, most of the games are the kids are talking with each other, and then the teacher wanders around, sees they need more work on that bit, or that bit's fine, we can move on from that, and you can figure out what's going on with the class. And because it's a game, they get a real need to speak English. If you just do a role play or a basic exercise and you say to kids, do it, they're like, there's no goal, there's no oomph there. But with the games, there is, because the goal, is to win the games. They've got a goal, they're really determined to do it. And with all the adrenaline that comes in, all the biochemistry that happens in a game, then the English becomes so much easier to do. It's like, well, of course I can do the English. I'm trying the game. And the kids practice and practice and speak more. And as long as the teacher just keeps an eye on them to make sure they're not cheating or something, then it's really amazing how much practice they can do and what level they get at. And of course, their pronunciation, everything's cool because they've learned it all from the computers. It's brilliant. The lesson plans, in the lesson plan book, I've got all the games and activities on there, and they're also on the website at genkyenglish.com. Finally, and I must admit, I never usually get this far because I usually run out of time, but you've got the end and review. So basically, you just review today's song. And then what that does, it gets them on a high again, and it gets them going home, singing today's song, and it's going round and round in the head. It's great homework. And you get happy kids, because they've worked hard, but they've learnt lots of new English. And happy kids, you get happy parents, and happy parents means happy teacher, which is, I'm sure you all want that. So that's the basic Genki English lesson plan. We've spent 10 years doing this with lots of new teachers, experienced teachers. This is the basic sort of lesson plan that really works. It takes you a few lessons to get it right and to get your timings right and stuff. And of course, when you're more advanced, you can chop it and change it and add extra things in and really vary it for your classes and things. But if you're just starting out, or if you want to start with Genki English and want to go back to getting a good solid foundation, here we go. Start off with the warm-up and review. Learn the English with the new song. Get all the stuff stuck in the heads. And finally, 20 minutes to practice with the game. There you go. Anybody can do it. It makes it lots of fun. The kids learn lots. As usual, everything's on the website at genkyenglish.com. Extra games, the lesson plans, videos of the thing in action. And of course, email me with any questions you want. I'm here to help you out. Just let me know and I'll try my best. So I hope that little video helped you a little bit. And check out the website and I'll see you later. Goodbye.